I literally did the whole paper, and when I check back, I didn't do anything, guys. So we're back with a video, guys. Sorry for that. I'm really sorry, but let's start back right away. So we'll be continuing about the POB CSEC for January 2025. We'll be continue it. We did stop up to question 25, but I will have to go back everything. Caribbean is the mixed economy. As I said before, the mixed economy is an economy wherein they are both public and private sectors. The centrally planned economy are usually economies where there's only public sectors. There is really no private sectors or private markets actually compete in the market structure. So let's look at the main role of the Human Resource Department of our. One of their major responsibility is recruitment. So one of the main functions of the HR department is recruitment. That's like one of their most sensational responsibilities. So back with everything else. Let's go back with this one here. So question 3, it says John owns a bakery and employs 3 bakers. He makes all the decisions and takes all the profits. This is the most likely case scenario of a sole trader. He is a sole trader. You guys understand me? Comprende, everyone? Comprende? At the end of this video, you will be prepared for CSEC POB, guys. Don't worry, chill. You will pass. POB is not such a difficult subject. You just need to focus and watch more of my videos and you will be prepared. No time joking around, guys. No time joking around. We're already halfway. I did answer question 1 to 13 in the last stream, and I lost all my footage. So I'm really sorry for that, guys. Some of you have been watching me loyally, and I have really disappointed you in that stream. I'm really sorry, everyone. So let's look. Which of the following items are not considered to be consumer goods? So consumer goods are goods that we utilize in everyday life. To eat, to drink, and stuff like that. Cars in a dealership, we use that every day. Bottled waters on the shelf for supermarkets, we use that every day. Stationery used in accounts department, no, we don't use that for consumption every day. So that's question 4. Let's move on to question 5. A firm that disposes of waste in an ethical manner is said to be demonstrating its responsibility to society, right? We just highlight that ethical manner. So it disposes in waste, so it keeping the environment basically safe. So if it is keeping the environment safe, that is an ethical behavior that is responsible for the environment. So guys who are live streaming, who are in right now, if you hear my voice, this is the 2025 January paper 1 for POB. This is a full marathon on the. So the role of the shop steward is to take an inventory of stock, right? They really the accounts and the inventory management accounts, the inventory to manage to make sure everything is in stock. Which of the following management function is a manager engaged in when he grants a worker time off with pay? That's motivating, because if you give a worker time off, when they come back, they will be better than ever before. You guys understand me? You guys understand me, chat? How is everyone doing? Do you understand me, chat? I have had a long day, but the study prep guy is a study prep guy, and I will not give up, and so should you not give up. So let's move on to question 8 again. Let's look at item 8. Just give me a second here. Let me just change colors. I like to change colors a lot, guys. So item 8 refers to the following information. Richard has been an employee of MTSI for over 10 years. He is up for promotion at the end of the year. A manager nephew, let me just highlight this word nephew. So we have 2 persons. We have Richard, and the another information that we need to take into account is that he has been employed for 10 years. He wants a promotion. So yes, we have that. So Richard wants a promotion, and his nephew recently be employed. He has been promoted. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good, chat. That's not good. I like to use this word. I like to introduce this word to my community. I teeth this nephew who got promoted ahead of him. How would you feel? I would feel very upset. And if you look at Richard is saying, "What the fick?" Anyways, I don't know if that will be censored. It's not cost YouTube. It's not cost. It's F ICK, not the other way around. Chat, how are you today? So an upset Richard has been taking this issue to his trade union. It is there. So a laissez-faire leader can be described as um he allows subordinates to make their own decision. He does not really care about what anyone's doing. Laissez-faire leader is the worst type of leader. We call them dorks for that reason. No one likes the laissez-faire leader. No one, literally. If you like a laissez-faire leader, something is wrong with you guys. Um, just something note about laissez-faire leader. Just say laissez-faire leader is the worst. No one, no one can be defined as the separation of tasks to complete a job. Easy as that. No, really, we don't need more explanation on that. We don't really need to do a lot of explanation. So, in which of the following categories would subsidize meals for employees? Fringe benefits. It cannot be duty allowances because that's like expenses. Um, yes, fringe benefits. Assets used to secure a loan at the bank to report as collateral, meaning that the bank would subsidize something else for something else. They would, if you have like a vehicle, let me just draw a vehicle. If you have like a vehicle, for example, and this vehicle here is like for example worth $1 million. Just think that this vehicle here is worth $1 million for a house. The bank, just put that right there. House, the bank will take your money as collateral. Collateral. Just make sure the stream is on so I'm not doing madness. Alright, so we're not doing madness. We're not doing madness. We're already halfway already, guys. So if you want this, if this car is for example, $1 million and you want a house for $1 million, the bank will take your, not your money, what I'm saying money for, guys. It will take your car as collateral. In case you don't pay them back, pay the people them the money. You hear that? Pay the people them their money. Understand, chat? Pay the people their money. Don't steal people money. Understand me, chat? Do you ITate? Every time you finish a question, we'll say, do you ITate? And type in the chat. The ITate is ITATE. Do you ITate, chat? Anyways, let's move on to question 13. One of the main function of the entrepreneur is to organize the factory production. So yes, that's basically your main function. It is not to advertise the company's products. That is advertisement. We don't want advertisement. We just put that exam tip. Exam tip. Eliminate all the retarded questions, retarded answers, and leave the sensible ones. Don't put it. Which of the following are primary? It could be all three. All three could be utilized in this, for instance. We just change this pen color. I don't like this color anymore. I don't like you anymore, pen. Let's use red. Have you guys watched your statement? I don't like you anymore. Anyways, let's move on to question 15. The condensed version of a business plan which provides an interview of the business is contained in the. You will be part of the not so smart group. I can joke, guys. I won't say that to you. You're smart. Everyone's smart. 16. Let's move on to 16 now. Which of the following variables is not an element of the feasibility study? Profitability, target market, market demand. These are all things that they want to know. The business design is something that usually would not be included in the feasibility study. The feasibility study is usually a study to conduct how the market is, what goods are selling, what goods are not selling, what is the profitability in our business and stuff. In a contract, invitation to threat is and what threat. It's often where you negotiate where the person who is usually giving you this offer is just counter. They're just thinking of a term that is negotiable, and that's what invitation to threat is. It's about negotiation. If Paul offers to sell Barry an umbrella, they just bring back the same thing, and then you need to understand what is an invitation to threat. Which of the following factors prevents an agreement from being considered valid? Misrepresentation. If you have basically in if you have information that is not even correct, who the hell will want to look at your data? If your information is incorrect, it will be invalidated. No one will want to validate an invalid information. You guys understand me? No one wants to validate invalid information. So let's move on to question 20. A contract may be discharged by lapse of time, meaning that it overdated or it exceeds its court time, and it's breach of contract. And honestly, I don't like terms like this. C-Sec should have said a contract may be terminated or something like that. They just said discharge, and I don't see how that statement makes sense. Them the ites in ites in, or the sense in sense in. But anyways, the answer is A, breach of contract and lapse of time, meaning that it goes over the time date. That is question 20, right, guys? Question 20 completed. Move on to question 21. Which of the following businesses can be classified as a cottage industry? And cottage industries is those industries that you usually see at home, and you have it at home. So you go to your uncle or you go to your friend next door and you buy some ice from them, or you buy a piece of clock for them. That's a cottage industry. So Mary's Craft Supply is located at Mary's home, and that's an example of a cottage industry. Which of the following types of industries would quarrying of the limestone be classified? That is straightforward extractive industry. Move on to 23. Joel bought a dye factory because he wanted to ensure that he received a regular supply of dyes to make tie and dye scarves. In which type of linkage is Joe engaged? He is engaged in a forward. So there are mainly two. There's forward and there's horizontal. Horizontal is when you're getting the raw material from like the source itself. Like if you're making furniture, you're getting the raw materials from tree itself. However, the forward linkage is when you're getting materials from an industry to create your good. The term economies of scale, the port of goods and services at low prices, economies of the economies that have a comparative advantage in the market industry. If you think your goods at certain prices, you got at low prices. Yes. The term human resources refer to persons available for productive and professional services. Primary production is concerned with the provision of raw materials. Venture capital is best described as money used for startup of the business position of startup exposition, and that's for 28. Move on to 29. We'll be closing up right here, guys. The CSEC marathon will continue. Right now, I'm very tired. You may not see it on my eyes, but my eyes are very red, guys. Merchandising can be described as highlighting the physical and visual aspects of selling, making your product more better to the viewer. And 30, finally, this is our last one for the date or for the day. Subscribe to the Study Prep Guys channel, guys. Don't be afraid. The offering of free samples, coupons, and gifts is an example of sales promotion. So yes, guys, I'm very tired now. Leave me be now. Let me sleep. Let the study prep guys go and rest. And it's only been 17 minutes. Do you guys want to give up? Do you guys want to stop? Do you guys want to stop there? Type in the chat, people. Type in the chat. Anyways, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Let me just put this on the screen. Let's put this in red. I'll just put this in probably the best. Let me just think this in. Let me just put this on the screen. So I will be back, guys. I will wait for the chat to load up a bit. If you guys like the stream, you could come. I will be back in a few minutes. I will not be long. The stream will start back 5:20. I'm just going out for a bit. Guys, don't be afraid. The study prep guy will be coming back. I'm just going out for lunch. I'm hungry right now, so I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. See you guys out. So it's nice to be back with you guys. I just took a little close eye. Had a bit of a tough day. Hopefully you guys understand that. Of following situations is necessary for the existence of a market, government regulation. Um, this is like the main thing. If you cannot have a location, guys, what's the point? The term loss leader is best described as a product which has no real market value. Let me look up the term. Give me a second, guys. Yes, up. A loss leader is a pricing strategy where a product is sold at the oh yeah. The term for this is a loss leader, but it is so cheap. I'm just taking that with a pen. It is so cheap to attract customers. The type of sale in which a business retains ownership but allows customers to keep and use goods while paying for them in installments is referred to as cannot be hire purchase, cannot be credit, have to be consignment. Just make sure, right? That's my mistake, guys. Anyways, the answer for this is a layaway. The person in charge or the person in this, for instance, is a layaway. This is a business where the persons could actually don't pay on a goat. Now let's move on to order 4, which of the following list comprises the elements of the traditional marketing mix. Price, package, promotion, place. Has to be pricing it, pricing the product, then packaging it, then promoting it, then let's see, product, promotion, place, package. Has to be A. Can it be no, that has to be A. What's the name, guys? B. You price the good, you package it. What is going on there? Every single time I try to use this thing, it's literally covering up everything else. I don't want it to do that. So, price, packet, promotion, and place. The acronym GPS stands for Global Positioning System. Now let's move on to which of the following person is not a retailer or seller of craft on the beach, a fruit vendor, as another small grocery store on the corner. Which of the following types of providers are FedEx and DHL? So fourth party logistics, we look into that. So here are them. Make sure this thing is all right. All right. Type of providers: secondary logistics, third party, FedEx and DHL. It cannot be second party. But the answer for this one is the third party logistics. You can tell me in the chat below. Do you guys think? Let me see the chat right now. Anyways, guys, the stream has been going on for 41 minutes. Anyways, which of the following documents must be presented to a shipping agent to verify the ownership of goods and clearance of its delayed port clearance? That is the bill of lading. Let me just show you guys what is a bill of lading example. So a bill of lading is a legal document regards the details of shipment and serves as a receipt, contract, and proof of ownership. If you look at it, and proof of ownership. So yes, bill of lading. A supply chain is best defined as processing of raw materials and components into finished goods, network of resources involving in moving products from suppliers to customers. This is it. 40, which let's look at 40. JP or JB Auto Company decided to export car engines from Barbados to Trinidad. Which of the following methods is best suited for transporting the engines? Um, it cannot be C, that's just bad. Cannot be real. The best course is road. Which of the following institution is a financial regulatory body? Central bank. Mr. Jones has several bills of fixed amounts to pay each month. His bank manager agrees to pay them monthly from Mr. Jones' account. The salary provided by the bank is standing orders. No, let's see something quick. Let's look at acting trustees. So a trustee is considered a fiduciary and owes the highest duty under law protection against. That's not that can be it. Standing orders. Let me just make sure because I think the answer for this is standing orders. Just make sure. I'm just making sure, guys. A standing order automate regular payments. Yes, I am correct. So the answer for this one is standing orders. That's for the two. The central bank is owned and controlled by the government. Which of the following institution facilitates the sale and purchase of existing securities? Which of the following institutions facilitate and purchase of existing securities? That's the cannot be merchant bank, cannot be credit union, can be union trust. It have to be the stock exchange. A plan for systematic saving and spending is referred to as for saving and spending. That is the budgeting plan. Let's make sure that is good. Guys, we're closing off for this video. So the answer for this is actually budgeting. Hopefully everyone is with me. This is stock exchange. Which of the following cannot be used as a resource of capital to set up a business? Personal savings, government grants, equity, club dues. That's an expense, so we can't even include that. This is an expense, and just put this is an expense. So that cannot even be there. That's an expense. So let's move on to 47. Financial investment can be defined as assets that generate income, the amount of money available at a given time, the amount of capital owed by the government, the stock of good available in a country, assets that generate income. Yeah, move on to 48. We only have at least 10 more questions to finish up, not a lot more. We already covered up anything. Two more pages to go. Two pages to go, guys. Which of the following measures are used to protect the environment? All of these are used to protect the environment. Which of the following measures are used by governments to redistribute income? Consumption tax and tariffs, that is out. Um, value added taxes, custom none, that kind is duty, and value added taxes. Which of the following, I'm just saying not taxes. Taxes is once we hear the term value added tax, the government use that money to build public industries, public sectors, and stuff like that. I use this color a lot, guys. Let me change the color. Which of the following forms of taxation can be defined or classified as direct? Income tax. As soon as you have your income, those goddamn people will just come and take all your money. Move on to 51. Which of the following activities is a function of a chamber of commerce? Let's just look up chamber of commerce quick. Let me see. Where is the definition? Where's the definition? Let us go into our trusty friend, Mr. AI. Let us see what Mr. AI has to say. If AI is smart as us, or we are smarter than AI. So it says, so chambers of commerce, located that. What is chamber of commerce? Let's just look into that. So it says here, Chamber of Commerce is an organization that supports and advocates for the interests of business with a specific community, region, or industry. Which of one activity is a function of Chamber of Commerce? Protect the environment. Let's read about that. Advance in the interest. Nope. Providing financial aid to hurricane, protecting environment, creating employment. Let's read back that. Let's make sure we're right. So it says here, Chamber of Commerce is an organization that supports and advocate for the interests of business with a specific region. A Chamber of Commerce is fundamentally a network of business owners and professionals aimed at promote economic growth and providing advocacy for collecting interest. It serves as a platform where members can collaborate, share resources, and with local governments regarding policies that affect business. Just make sure that's so it cannot be protecting the environment, it cannot be providing financial aid, it cannot be advancing interest of the business. Wait, guys, this cannot be A. I now read about now I see the chat. It's actually D. So the answer for 51, this would be D. It is D. So just make sure that is highlighted so you guys could take a look at the video after it's completed. I will do an edited version, just me explaining, because I believe that break took up a lot of time. Which of the following objective is an economical aim of the government? Increase the level of literacy, stabilize the national currency, develop a great proper legal system, um, is an economical aim of the government. So literacy, that is out, proper legal system, stabilize the national currency, yes. So by stabilizing the national currency, you will be able to actually have a chance in the global market as a whole, which will eventually lead to economical development. Education could contribute to economical growth by ensuring that the workforce is highly classified, efficient, meaning that you're smart. After you finish up CSEC, you're very smartable. Measured by, move on, read this one. The success of a government's economic policies. So it says here, the success of a government economic policies can be most effectively measured by, let's read about that properly, make sure everything is all right with that. So increase in the level of policies, an increase in the standard of living, a decrease, increase in standard of living. These are extremely, I don't like CSEC like brings things like this, but just to make sure that we are on the right track, not increase the standard. You guys could tell me because it's really a difficult answer between B and D. You could tell me in the chat below because it's a tight one. It's a tight one, chat. It's a tight one, guys. So it's between B and D. An unemployment problem in developing countries with a large workforce may be best be solved by an increase in the um, capital intensive production, labor intensive production. Increase in labor, you will have more people to do the job. 55. Move on now to 56. Which of the following terms does not describe a type of unemployment? So there's nothing as physical unemployment. Cyclical, seasonal, and structural. Let's move on to 57. Which of the following is an indicator of a country's standard of living? Life expectancy, average disposable income of the population, says average disposable income of the population. The higher quality of life actually is. So which of the following function is not applicable to a management information system? Caters information needs, provides greater flexibility through an integrated database, allows the flow of information. No, that cannot do that. So changes the procedures used for carrying out information. It cannot be that. Why? Because the management information system is just to deal with manage information. It does not deal with changing policies. Changing policies will probably be supervised by another department. It cannot be it not applicable to the management information system MIS. So when we talk about that, that's mainly inclusive of the changes in the proceed. That is a no-no. That is right. That is just right wrong. We're on to our last question. This is very blurry, but hopefully I could read it. The buying and selling of goods and services among countries is called international trade. The increase in skills and abilities as a result of education and training is referred to as human resource development. So, yes, guys, that is the whole paper. Um, just think a chat. I'm just thinking a thing to the chat. So you guys could feel a little excited from making it. Everyone who has made it to the end, I give you a big congrats, guys. I love the support. I love the energy from you guys. I really do appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. For watching, subscribe. And the study prep guy is out. I'm very tired, guys. See you later. I will be going live again later tonight.